G'day guys, so today is going to be episode 2 of the PvP slash factions tips. This one's not necessarily about the base, however this can be a room setup for you. I've done it in one of mine. It's at the bottom of one of my spawner traps where the skeletons and zombies drop down and I kill them, unlimited supply of XP. So basically, in PvP, you want to have the best armor and sword. Of course, it's got to be diamond, but that isn't going to win you every fight. Neither is enchanting your armor, but you got, at least 75% more chance. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get protection 4. The best way to do that is by putting a book in, enchanting at level 1, and getting protection 1 books. Now there's 5 different enchants. You get Aqua Affinity, which just allows you to mine faster underwater, Power 1, which is for bows, Efficiency, Protection, and Sharpness. Now I don't keep Aqua Affinity, I don't find it very useful at all. Power is the most common. You will get tons of these. If you use bows, they're alright for you, but I guess there's not really a point to keeping too many of these. Efficiency is okay, especially for mining the obby that made this base. I found that making an efficiency 5 pickaxe and just repairing it every now and then worked a treat. So these are all pretty useful except for Aqua Affinity in my personal opinion. Protection 1, sorry, will get you the Protection 4. And the Sharpness will be good for making God Swords. So basically there's 2 ways about, making Protection 4. You can put a book with a book and you get Protection 2. This will use 16 books. However, if you put a diamond chest plate up and you put that in there, you got Protection 1. You place that diamond chest plate in there again and you get Protection 2. Now if you keep doing it this way, you put that in there, Protection 2, Protection 3, you actually use 1 less book, and if you're only just starting out, this will be, pretty handy, although you have to make 15 armor pieces before, you make 1 free piece in a way, but it helps you out to start off with. So that's almost Protection 4. Protection 3 is alright, it will help you sustain a little bit. But not quite as much as Protection 4, so you're better off going that little bit extra. Now the next thing is, there is a calculator online, which I'll put an annotation and put it in the description, of the best levels to put books in and get, the enchants. So Unbreaking 2 is best gotten at, at level 12, which it probably won't come up because my luck is awesome. There's a whole bunch of other ones which are sort of handy as well. It's not too much of an issue, but things like fire protection you can't put on. They conflict and they will override it. Same with projectile. Feather falling's alright. I personally haven't put it on anything myself. I've enchanted boots and it's come up with it. But basically Unbreaking 2, get 2 of these, put them together, you've got Unbreaking 3, put it straight on your armor, and that will help you sustain for very long fights, especially if you're using God Apples. It will be just perfect. The next thing is Thorns. Now I believe Thorns is at level 14 is the best way to get it. That's Thorns 1, so you need to make 3 books to get Thorns 3. And this will make you God Armor. This is an example of God Armor here. Protection 4, Thorns 3, Unbreaking 3. My mate, he only puts Thorns on the chest plate as it has the most hits, and using Thorns actually depletes the health of your armor just that little bit faster. So he only puts it on the chest plate. But that's just a example of God Armor. There's not really much better, except for the helmet can have, extra things like respiration, Aqua Affinity, and the boots can have feather falling. But basically, that's God Armor right there, and if you have that, well, that's the best you're going to get, besides, cheating to get any higher, and that's going to help you beat nearly anyone in your server. The next thing you want is a God Sword. Now this is This is also an example of a God Sword. Fire aspect 2, sharpness V, knockback 2. Some people prefer not to have knockback. I'm the same. If you have knockback, you're knocking your enemies very far away, and that allows them to run away or even teleport if they get far away enough. So it depends on what your personal preferences are, but that is a God Sword there. You get sharpness 1 books from level 1 enchants. This will get you sharpness 5 eventually, but to get fire aspect, I believe that is also level 14 is the best chance you get for fire aspect 1. It's the same for knockback, but you can also get knockback at level 12 as well, I believe. So basically what you want to do is you want to be enchanting as much as you can. If your server allows you to vote and uses Votify and you get extra XP, you want to be using that to get protection. And this will allow you to, to be the best in your server, almost, as long as you're good at PvP as well. That's not including PvP tactics, which I might add, but there is plenty of videos out there, you just have to search it. Things such as jumping causes critical strikes and things like that. But that's all for today. That's how to make God Armor, that's how to make a God Sword, and this will help you sustain better in your fights. Thank you for watching. Comment, rate and subscribe. Thank you.